Looking at your hand, just bend your knees a little bit, and when you're good and ready, you're going to exhale and step or jump to your hands. Prepare for your downward dog. Your feet are hip width apart. Now right hand is on the mat, left hand is up. Then bring your right hand back up to the ceiling and look at your right hand. Let's go ahead and get right into our golden pose. And for that, you are on the balls of your feet and halfway down your mat. And let's just stretch back as you have your knees out and you open up your hip by just rocking your hips left and right. The more you lean back your hips, the deeper you can fold in, so you're balancing the upper part of your body from the lower part of your body. And just go ahead and keep leaning back as you try to bring your ears down to your arms. Then come back up into all four. As you're in all four, go into your cat. And in your cow. And then your cat. And then your cow. So can you turn off the light? And then rock, open your knees up a little bit as you're looking ahead and your chin is up. And your eyes are open as you're looking up. And keeping your jaw relaxed, you inhale. And then turn and look at your left foot. And look back up. And turn, look at your right foot. And look back up. As you're in all four, you can feel the heel of your hands down on the mat. Your fingers are spread wide apart, and your index fingers are facing forward. And then right from this pose, let's go in your downward dog. Just by pushing off with your hands, you're able to lift your hips right up to the ceiling, and then just rock left and right here. Your feet are a little bit apart here as you're stretching your chest to your knees. And try to see if you can bring your shoulder blades together as you're lifting up your pelvic floor, your bandha. And you just keep taking your hips up, which actually makes it lighter and lighter. Your body becomes lighter and lighter, making it easy to be in this pose. Take a breath in here, and then exhale and walk your hand to your feet in a few steps in a deep forward bend. Your tailbone is up, the crown of your head is down. Take a breath in, and then slowly exhale like a rag doll, you come up. Once you're up, you inhale, roll back your shoulders, and bring your arms all the way up. Scoop your tummy in as your hands extend up to the ceiling. Interlace your fingers, bring your hand behind your head, and pull your elbows back. Your feet are wide apart here. Just kind of rock from left to right. As you settle your feet in and your elbows are back, and you drop your shoulders down and you scoop your tummy in a little bit. So now you straighten out your spine, make it more upright, and then just tip to your left as your weight goes in your right foot. Inhale up, tip to the right as your weight goes in your left foot. Come back up, hands up and inhale. Hands to your heart and exhale. Keep your shoulders back open your hand and pivot your body. As you're twisting, you're trying to keep your feet forward. As you're twisting and looking at your right hand. Staying upright, drop down your shoulders and feel like you're engaging your armpits down to your hips, even though you are twisting here. And then come forward and inhale up. And exhale your hand to your heart. Stay open and twist to your left. How tall can you keep your body as you're turning? You want to separate each vertebrae one from another so that way you have room to turn as you look at your left hand. Good, and then come on forward. Hands up and inhale. Bend your knee, bring your hand to your heart, and let's bring your hands behind your back. Look at your feet for a moment. Make sure your feet are facing forward and your knees are bent. You're grabbing onto your elbows with your chin up. As you drop your shoulders down and you're digging your heels down into the earth and looking up. So you really have to kind of analyze and find your balance here. This should feel very solid. You should feel very steady. And you take your right hand up and your left hand up and your hand to your heart and come on down to your forward bend and fold in. As you fold in, you lift your tailbone up. The deeper you fold in, the higher your hips go up. Stretching out your legs left and right. Go into a high flat back and walk your hands back up. Bring your feet together. Bring your chest to your knees and bend your knees deep as you pull your shoulders down to your hips. From here, go onto your knees. Go into your cat. Go into a cow. Go into a cat. Go into a cow. And let's go ahead and lay right on the ground. Lay all the way down, go on your elbows, wiggle yourself back, and put your feet on the wall. As you have your feet on the wall, you draw your shoulders down, plant your hands down on the mat, chin tucked in. Rolling your shoulders away so your elbows are right underneath your shoulders. And then go ahead and straighten out your arms. So this is a real safe way to kind of get a back bend in, and if this still hurts, then just bend your elbows a little bit. You're trying to pull your shoulders down to your hips, your feet are wide apart, the balls of your feet are on the wall so you're having contact with a gravity. Your legs are open, everything's stacking as you're looking up. Again, if this hurts your low back at all, then walk your hands up a little bit. Bend your elbows a little bit. Can you turn your head and look at your right foot? You're trying to reach your right elbow down to your right hip. Then come forward and look up. Can you turn your head and look at your left foot? As if your left shoulder is reaching down to your left hip. And then come back up. And lay all the way down. Put your hands behind your back. Bring your legs closer together. Slide your hands down to your feet. Rock your shoulders down and look up ahead. You're looking up ahead and your feet are on the wall. Can you take your right foot and point it to the ceiling and have your right hand hold your right ankle and bring your left hand forward. So with my left foot on the wall, I'm able to stretch my left hand to the opposite side of the room as my right hand is raising up my right leg. And just look ahead and inhale. Good. Bring your left arm down, bring both arms down, lay down. Put your hand underneath your shoulders. Tuck your chin in and tuck your elbows in. Your feet are apart. Lift your body back up and just look at your thumbs. Keep your eyes on your thumb. Drop your shoulders down. Tack your armpits down to your hip. Your elbows are bent. And then once everything's stacked in place, then you bring your head up. Looking up, rock your body a little left and right. Bring your chin up high. Can you feel like you're going to just stretch and lift your chin right up to the ceiling? So your head kind of drops back a little bit. And stay there for a second. I can stretch my neck and bring my head back deeper if I press further away from the mat. The more I push into the mat, the further I can bring back my head. So pay attention to that. Use gravity to get you into a deeper stretch. Come on, back down. Put your hands behind your back. Prepare yourself to bring your shoulders back up. Rock left and right. Your chin is up. Can you hold your left ankle with your left hand? And can you bring your right arm forward? As I have my right foot on the wall, I'm able to extend my right arm. And my whole left leg is really off the floor. As I pull and relax my left shoulder to stretch my back muscles. And bring your right arms around and lay back down. Can you point both feet to the ceiling? Can both hands grab onto your ankle? And can you lift up both legs for your bow pose? As you're looking up, your shoulders drop down and concentrate in the back muscles. Breathe in. Looking up. And come back down. Move back on the wall. Tuck your chin in. Lift your body back up. As you're rocking left and right, chin tucked in, drop your shoulders down and look up. As you're looking up, just keep easing your body in. If this hurts you, to walk your hands up. You want your body to feel very comfortable and safe. So don't push yourself. So you're looking up. Your chin is up. Can you put your left hand in the front center of the mat? Can you bring your right hand and grab your right foot? Have your right hand hold the inside of your right foot or your right ankle and turn and look at your right foot. So you're looking at your right foot with your right hand holding on to your right foot as you're pushing away with your left hand. Then look ahead in reverse. Put your right hand in the center. Have your left hand hold your left foot. Your legs are wide apart, that's why you can pull this off. And you're looking at your left hand and you're pushing away with your right hand. And just look at your left foot. Even if you have to have the corner of your left eye, look at your left foot. Good, look ahead, both hands back in the front and come on back down. Tucking your hand underneath your shoulders again. Lift your body up onto your knees and go into a child pose. Even as your feet are still on the wall. And stretch out your arms. And then float on up and look up. You're going to pause halfway forward. Your hips don't touch the ground as you still look up. So you can feel as you're bracing your feet into the wall, you can kind of sustain your body like in a half plank and then come on back. And come on back up and inhale, look up. Exhale back. Come on up and inhale, look up. Come on back. Come on up, inhale, look up. You're still pushing up and you're bracing your shoulders down. Turn your head, look at your left foot. Look back up. In your head, look at your right foot. Look back up and come back down. Look at your feet. You're going to prepare yourself. Get your knees on your mat. You're going to come back up into our four. Go right into a child pose so your feet are off the wall. Stretch out that low back for a moment. And come back into our four. Center yourself into your mat. Prepare for your downward dog. Position your feet hip-width apart, tailbone is up, and keep lifting your hips up. In time, your abdomen and your pelvic area will all begin to engage and really help you to lift up your hips to help stretch and strengthen your spine. Looking at your hands, just bend your knees a little bit, and when you're good and ready, you're going to exhale and step or jump to your hands. Folding your body into a deep forward bend, feet are hip-width apart, circle your arms around, you start to come up for your chair, and you pause. Stacking your shoulders back, reposition your feet where you can feel your shoulders dropping right above your hip. And bring your arm for your thunderbolt and up. Inhale and breathe all the way in and out. And exhale. Let's do a sun salutation. Inhale up. Exhale, chair. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank. Pause and exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. A few good breaths, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, feet together, exhaling. Right foot to the ceiling, inhaling. Right foot swing to your hands, exhaling. You're coming up for your deep lunge. And then when your arms come up, when you're coming up, that's when you inhale. Inhale up. Bend that right knee, sink your body down. What do you say? You put your hand behind your head for a second just to kind of pull back and open up. You're going to feel how your shoulder is stacking right above your hips. Hands back up. Exhale. Come on down for your plank. You are exhaling. Once you stabilize, come all the way down to the chaturanga. Then inhale back up. Breath in, upward dog. Make sure your throat is relaxed. Prepare downward dog. Then inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Feet together, inhale, left leg is high up. Bring your left foot to your hand, exhale. Then your deep lunge, you're done exhaling, and then you inhale. Knees are bent. Bring your hand behind your head. Drop your elbows back. Feel a bow. Feel how you're opening up into your chest. And the breath just comes right in. Bring your hand up to the ceiling. Bring your hand to your heart and back down and do exhale. Left leg is back. Right in the heels of your hand. Then chaturanga. Come back up to your upward dog. Breath in, inhale up. Open your legs a little bit while you're here. Your throat is relaxed. Point your right foot to the ceiling. Can you get your right foot to touch your right shoulder? Come down, look up. Exhale, left leg up. Can you get your left foot to touch your left shoulder? Good. Back up, look up. Bring your legs close together and go in a child pose. Come back into R4. Prepare for your downward dog. Tailbone back up, you inhale. Hands are up at the mat. You're going to prepare yourself. Take a breath in. And when you're good and ready, you can step or jump to your hand. If it's hard to take one big leap to your hand, then take a couple of steps. Learn to try to get a little bit of a jump in because it just helps you to strengthen your core. You're in a forward bend, your feet are hip width apart. Can you wrap your arms around your legs and drop the crown of your head down as you tip your tailbone up? Your feet are hip width apart. Put your hands on your lap. Come on up for your deep chair. Circle your arms out. Pause. I like to kind of dig my feet down, which will help me to bring my arms up and extended mountain up. The deeper you press into the foundation, the easier it is for transition. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, chair. Down to your forward bend. And inhale for your flat back. Exhale into your plank. Shift your weight over the heels of your hands. Let's do a side plank. Left hand is in the center. As you bring your right arm to the ceiling, you're twisting into your feet, facing to the right, and your right hand right up. Look at your right hand, or your left hand, and let's do the opposite. Now right hand is on the mat, left hand is up. Look for that stacking. This is kind of a way to really see if your torso is getting stronger. These side planks would show off. Bring your left hand, right hand down, go back into your plank. When you're good and ready, chaturanga. Roll your shoulders back up for your upward dog or cobra. Prepare yourself for your downward dog. Bring your feet a little together here as you scoop your tailbone and your bundle up. Ease yourself a little bit, kind of rock a little bit. Rock your hips a little left and right. That little bit of rocking goes a long way in allowing your muscles to kind of give in. Having your feet together, take your right foot high up to the ceiling. Swing your right foot to your hand. You're going back into your lunge and preparing yourself to come up and inhale up. And then you got your left foot way back, bringing your hand to your heart. You bring your left hand on the right leg, right hand on the left leg, and just look at your left foot. Then look ahead. Both arms back up. Both hands to your heart. Can you bring your hand behind you and just kind of make sure you got that stacking and your right knee is bent, yet at the same time your thighs and your legs are engaged, keeping you up. Good. Then hands up and come on back down. You really can't come down easily unless you're gripping into your legs. Come on down for your chaturanga. Come back up for your upward dog. And look up behind you. And then prepare yourself. Downward dog. Deep downward dog. Tip your tailbone up. Bring your left leg high up. Exhale, swing your left foot to your hand. Exhale in deeply. And then you inhale when your arms start to come up. Bend your knees deep. Bring your hand to your heart. Right hand to your left leg. Left hand to your right leg. And just look at the right foot. You're going to have an upper twist here. Good. Come forward. Both hands back up. Hand to your heart. Let's bring your hand behind your back. Just kind of chuck this out a little bit. Feel if you're gripping up into your quads and into your hamstrings and into the bunda. You're leaning back into your right leg, which is pushing you forward. Bring your arms up. This is all bracing your body to make it really easy to come up and down. Bring your left leg back. Shift your weight over the heels of your hands and cut it right up. Roll your shoulders back, lift your body up, turn it up. So my chin can come up, my chin can go up, and I can look up because I'm pushing away with the heels of my hands. That's making the difference. I'm pushing away. Prepare yourself for your downward dog. Do the downward dog, your feet are hip-width apart, your tailbone is up, your chest to your knees, and you're welcome to bend your knees. From there, walk your hand to your feet in a forward bend. Drop your shoulders down, tip your tailbone up, and wiggle your legs. Try not to tense them. Your feet are hip-width apart. Put your hands on your lap. Come up for your chair. Shift your weight back, arm for your thunderbolt. Inhale, extended mountain, and keep breathing in and up. Scoop your tummy in and up. Bring your arm behind your back and grab your elbows and look up. So you're standing up in a mountain pose. Your feet are hip-width apart. You're holding on to your elbows and you're looking up. And you're trying to see if you can drop your shoulders down and drop your jaw. Keep your jaw relaxed. Your mouth is still closed, but nothing is tensed up from your shoulders up. Keep it all relaxed. Bring your arm back up, extended mountain, and back into your chair, all the way down to your forward bend. All the air is out. Into your high flat back, you look up, you walk your hands back up. Being a deep downward dog, take your right foot high up to the ceiling. Can you bend your right knee and kick your right knee up on 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Point your right foot to the ceiling, squeeze into your right leg. Tuck your right knee in and take your right leg now far to the left. Put your right hand in the center of your mat. Right leg is stretched far to the left, and then bring your left hand to the ceiling. The only way you can do this is if your right hand is far from your left foot. Look at your right hand, put both hands back into place. Take your right foot back up to the ceiling. Swing your right foot to your hands, left foot to your hands. You're in a forward bend. Hold your body down as you exhale. Rock your body left and right. Come into a flat back and inhale. Prepare yourself to come back to your plank. Into your plank, pause, and chaturanga. Roll your shoulders back, lift your body up. You inhale, keep your jaw relaxed. As you inhale and you feel like you've totally filled up deep into your lungs, that's when you exhale. Using that force to lift your hips up for your downward dog. Take your left leg high up. Your right foot is far from your hand. Bend your left knee and kick it up on 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left leg high up. Are you pushing away with the heels of your hand? Can you tuck your left leg in and cross it far to the right? Can you put your left hand in the upper center of your mat? Because you're trying to take your right hand to the ceiling. And inhale. Then look at your left hand. Bring your right hand back down. Both hands are back into place. Left leg is back up to the ceiling. Then exhale and swing your left foot to your hand. Right foot to your hand. You're in a forward bend. Deep forward bend, pull your bunda up as your head goes down. Your feet are hip width apart, hands on your lap, deep chair. Shift your shoulders back, bring your arms up for your thunderbolt. Extended mountain, and inhale that up. And exhale your hand to your heart. Doing great. Come on up, extended mountain, deep chair. Exhale your hand to your heart, down to your forward bend, into your flat back. Exhale your plank. Shift your weight over the heels of your hand. And then chaturanga. Roll your shoulders back, lift up for your cobra or your upward dog, and look up. The more I'm pressing in, the higher I go up. Inhaling up as your jaw is relaxed and your throat is relaxed. From the heels of your hand, downward dog. Deep downward dog, your feet are together, your right foot is high up to the ceiling. Can you kick that up on 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your right knee in and have your right foot to your hand. Left foot at a 15-degree angle because we're coming up for your warrior. Bring your left hand up. When that left hand goes up, I check my right knee. Make sure that a good 45-degree angle. I bring my left hip forward, so I'm stacking, and then I circle my left hand down to my left foot. So I kind of like to get that all in line, and then I bring up my right hand. So I get everything in place, so once my arms go up, the foundation is solid. Now, if I got my hip forward and my right knee at a 45-degree angle, then I can actually bend my right arm and just bring it right behind my head as an upper back bend. Then bring your right hand back up to the ceiling and look at your right hand. Then bring the right hand elbow down to your right knee and bring your left hand up. Circle that up as you bring your hips forward. And then bring your left arm behind you as your left hand will just kind of grab your right leg, looking up for a binding pose. And then bring your left hand back up. Look at your right foot. Bring your left hand on the mat to the far left. Bring your right foot on the mat to the far right. All is even here. Bring your left foot leg and wiggle it back. To prepare yourself for a side twist here, your right hand is up, and you lower your hips down. Now lower that left knee on the ground, and bring your left foot up as your right hand holds your left foot. Draw your shoulders back and just stay there for a second as you inhale. Good, look at your left hand. Lower down your left foot, prepare yourself. You're gonna take your right leg back, right into a plank here. And then your chaturanga. Roll your shoulders back, lift your body up, chin it up and look up. From there, exhale, your downward dog. Deep downward dog, your feet are hip width together. Stretch your hips out a little bit. And walk your hand to your feet in a forward bend where your tailbone is up and the crown of your head is down as you're pulling your bunda up. You're folding in nice and deep. As your feet are hip width apart, put your hands on your lap for your deep chair. Inhale, come on up. And exhale. Come on back down. Go into your flat back. Inhale. Walk your hand back up to your mat. You're back in your deep downward dog. Get everything tightly together and take your left foot to the ceiling. Pick it up on 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then tuck your left knee in and swing your left foot to your hands. Right foot at a 15-degree angle because we're starting to come up. I take my right hand up. I check my left knee for a deep knee bend. I circle my right hand down my right leg. And then I just circle my left arm to the ceiling. As I'm inhaling, my hips are forward, my feet are planted where the arch of my right foot is directly behind the heel of my left foot. And then I can bend my elbow, my left elbow, with my left arm behind my left ear. Bring your left hand to the ceiling and look at your left hand. Then you could bring your left elbow down as you bring your right hand up and your hips are forward and you inhale. And you feel like you're just shifting your hips forward and really getting your body centered here. Then turn your head and look at your left foot. Bring your right hand on the outside, left foot on the left side, right foot way back. Lower your hips down, stabilize, and then bring your left hand up. So I'm kind of shifting that right foot back to stretch out my right hip. And then once that's a good rotation, I bring my right knee down, point my right foot to the ceiling as my left hand grabs a hold of my right foot. So I got a triangle going on here between my right hand, my left foot, and my right knee. Good. From there, look at your right hand. Bring your left hand down. You prepare yourself to take your left leg back. You're back into your plank. And then from there, chaturanga. Roll your shoulders back, lift your body up, chin is up, you look up. And maybe you're seeing that you can get your head a little higher up. Prepare yourself for your downward dog. Deep downward dog, position your feet hip width apart, tip your tailbone up, bend it in and up. And just stretch out. Wiggle your legs a little bit. Feel how your body is really opening up. That you're just getting deeper and deeper in moving muscles and bones right down to the attachments. That's where the changes are made. Right into the attachments, right into the ligaments. You're in a downward dog and you inhale. Bring your feet together here, preparing yourself to step or jump to your hands as you exhale. Back into your deep forward bend, fold back down. Feet are hip width apart, arms are up for your thunderbolt. Arms up, pause, and then stand up. Stand up, breathing and up, and open up. Bring your hand to your heart. Extended mountain up and deep chair. Down to your deep forward bend and into your high flat back. Exhale, plank. Pausing into your plank, shifting your weight evenly, and then chaturanga. Up for your upward dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward dog. Feet together, right foot to the ceiling and inhale. Right foot to your hands and exhale. Back into your warrior pose. Come on up, inhale up and circle your arms around. Right knee is bent. Bring your arm around behind you and have your right hand grab your left elbow. Can you pull your shoulders back? Can you drop your shoulders down? Can you pull your bandha in and up? Can you lean your shoulders to the left by bending your knee on the right? Turn your head, bring your right hand forward, circle your left hand forward and back into your lunge, arms are up. Hand to your heart, you exhale to the ground. Right leg is back into your plank and into your chaturanga. Roll your shoulders back up for your upward dog and prepare yourself for your downward dog. Have your feet hip width together. Walk your hand to your feet in a forward bend. Drop the crown of your head down. Check and see how much your legs are stretching out. Breath in. Exhale, fold in. Take another breath in here and exhale like a rag doll. Come on up on 3, on 2, all the way up on 1. Extended mountain, deep chair, and back down. Forward bend. Into your flat back, walk your hands back up. You're in a deep downward dog. Your tailbone is up, your feet are together, and position your left foot high up to the ceiling. When you're ready, swing your left foot to your hands into your warrior. You're coming back up, you're bringing your right arm around, you circle it, and then you bring your left hand up. Roll back your shoulders and try to see if your left hand can touch the ceiling. Then circle your left arm behind you, left hand grab your right arm, roll your shoulders back, and bend that left knee a little deeper. Your main focus is trying to get your hips forward so you can balance yourself. Then bring your left hand forward, bring your right hand forward into your lunge. Bring your hand to the ceiling, you inhale. Bring your hand to your heart and come on back down. As you come back down, you have your plank and your chaturanga. Roll back your shoulders for your upward dog. And then exhale into a child pose. Get in a nice deep child pose. Walk your hands up. Get your chin to the floor and look at your hands. Good. Come back into R4. Put your elbows on the mat. You're about halfway down your mat. Bring your knees together. We're going to do an inversion. And then put your feet on the wall. You're trying to stack your hips above your shoulders. Your knees are bent as you're looking at the wall. As your knees are bent and your feet are together, you can take your right foot up to the ceiling. As you're pushing off from your elbows. Then put your right foot on the wall and put your left foot up to the ceiling. And put your left foot back on the wall. Try to see if you can stack your hips above your elbows. And then bring your feet back down to the ground and back into a child pose. A deep child pose. Come up into our board. Go into your cat. Go into a cow. And into a cat. Can you cross your ankles and have a seat? And bring your feet to the front of you. Come up to your mat a little bit. And grab your block and put your block in front of you. Rock your hips left and right and feel like you're pressing your sit bones down into the earth. And then once you do that, you want to bring your feet up as you roll your shoulders back. So you're going to try to see how much you can plant your body into the ground, because that's just going to give you force to be able to go deeper into your stretch. So make sure you're on your sit bones, which means your tailbone is slightly back and your hip is slightly forward. Then you can bring your arms up and your hand to your heart, and then put your hand on your block. Now as you're rocking left and right, you want to keep your throat open, your chin up. That way you're not straining your low back, but you're putting the effort in the back of your leg. Then you keep your chin up, and you keep your spine up as you walk your hand down. And just, if you find getting into a catch, and just rock yourself and kind of keep easing. You're going to go right into your hips. And you keep your chin up. You're going to see how your chin goes up, make a difference in your hips. It all ties together. Once you feel like you've settled in the best you can in your stretch, then go ahead and fold in. Rock yourself a little left and right. Keep bringing your tailbone back as you reach your hand higher up on the block. The block kind of helps you to get a little bit deeper with less defense. Your muscles are less likely to tense up because it has more support. With the block, walk your hands back up and bring your hand behind you and rock your hips left and right. Chin it up, look up. Exhale, bring your block out of the way. Bring your legs together and bring your right foot. Tuck it in. Can you bring your right foot in with your left leg out? Can you put your right hand behind you and try to twist as high as you can if you bring your left hand high up to the ceiling? As your left hand is up to the ceiling with your right hand pushing you up to the ceiling, bring your right arm down, you bring your left arm on the outside of your right leg. Once you do that, you're binding and you twist and look over your right shoulder. So it's all about how high can you get the crown of your head to the ceiling as you are twisting. And I'm looking at the wall out of the corner of my right eye. And my left arm is pushing into my right knee to give me leverage to twist. Good, look forward. Look forward, let's go ahead and cross both legs. Let's bring your hand to the front. Let's go back into your plank and pause. Let's go into your chaturanga and upward dog. Inhale. Into your downward dog. Exhale. Feet together. Tailbone is up. And from here you can step up and sit, or jump up and sit, whatever works. You're sitting back down. Bring your legs back together. Roll your shoulders back, turn it up. Wiggle your legs, loosen them up. Rock yourself left and right. Plant your hips, your sit bones down as you're looking and lifting up as high as you can go. You have a lot pressing into the earth, so you have a lot to lift up for. Go ahead and bring your left leg up. Bring your left knee in. You're using your hands to get the crown of your head up. And then once you settle everything in with your left hand planted, you bring your right arm up. The further I bring my right arm up, the better twist I'm going to get. Bring your right arm on the outside of your left knee, and then turn to your left. So my right arm is pushing into my left leg, so I can look further to my left. All play in together. Twisting, you inhale. Good, look ahead. Exhale. Bring your arms around. Bring both feet together. Bring both hands to the front and go into your deep downward dog. Let's go right into a downward dog here. Deep downward dog. Tailbone is up. Holding in that position, you look at your hand. And when you're ready, step or jump to your hands. Come into a deep forward bend. Tailbone is up, crown of your head to the earth, and circle your arms up. Prepare your thunderbolt. Coming up, nice and slow, and hand up. Breathe in and out. Bring your hand to your heart and exhale. Let's put your hand on your hips and bend your knees. You're going to take your right foot back for your right leg stretch. You're going to have your kneecaps up, your shoulders down, and you're going to scoop your bunda in and up. The only way you can scoop your bunda in and up is if your thighs go in and up, and the arches of your feet go up. And then bring your arms up to the ceiling, and bring your hand to your heart as your kneecaps are going up. And then put your hand onto your hips and go in a flat back and pause. In a flat back, that means your chin is up, your weight is in the heels of your feet, you're looking up, your shoulders away from your ears, and you having your legs straight. You're digging your heels down, and then come on down into a forward bend. You can use your block here too. The block will help you to be able to fold in deep if you have issues with keeping your legs straight. So pull your bunda in and up, drop the crown of your head down, and if you pull your bunda in and up and your kneecaps are up and the inner thighs of your legs are up, then you're able to get your tailbone up and fold in deeper. Folding in nice and deep because you're using a lot of force to pull up, and you're taking that force and you're folding in. It all works together. You can put your hand on the block or your fingertips for your high flat back. Look up. And then fold back down and exhale. As you exhale, and you have to have your feet in the right spot, because we're going to get ready to come up, that you're going to put your hands on your hips and come up for your flat back. As I dig my heels down, it's helping me stand up. Bring your arms up to the ceiling, you inhale. Interlace your fingers, bring your hand behind your head, your elbows back, and you're dropping your shoulders down with your elbows back, which is giving you an upper back bend. You don't bend at your lower back. And then bring your hand back up as you inhale. How high can you get your fingertips to the ceiling? Bring your hand to your heart, you exhale. Let's put our arm behind our back for a second and grab your elbows and just look up. Just another checking point to make sure that you're considering your jaw and your neck and shoulders, and that you're not tensing them up. And then bring your arm back up, extending all the way up. Bring your hand to your heart, you exhale. Put your hand on your hips again for your flat back. And once your heels are digging back, you come on back down. As you're coming down, you're gonna walk your hand to the base of your mat. You're in your downward dog. Tailbone is up. Chest to your knees. Feel a good solid stretch. Feel how your body is just, everything is connected. Everything is participating. You're in a good downward dog here. Look at your hands and take just a couple of steps forward, because you're gonna go right into a forward bend. Fold in. Keep your knees bent. Hands on your lap for your chair. Shift your body back. Stacking your shoulders above your hip. Arm for your thunderbolt and stand up. Inhale up. Scoop your tummy in and up. And lengthen your spine. Bring your hand to your heart and exhale. You're about a foot away from that wall. You're going to extend your right hand out. With just your right fingertips are touching the wall. You have your arms behind your back. Your feet are hip width apart, and you feel all four, or actually you have your feet a little closer because we're going to balance ourselves. So you got your feet closer together. You're going to take your left hand now to the ceiling, and you're going to bend your right knee, because you're going to lower down your left hand without bending over, and grab your right foot with your left hand. Once you have that in there, just go ahead and relax that right knee as you bend your left knee. You're going to prepare yourself into a tree pose, half tree pose, and just bring your right hand to the ceiling and balance your body. You can take your left hand up and balance your body. And bring your hand to your heart. Put both hands on the wall, put both feet on the ground, and let's do 10 push-ups. Every time you come into a push-up, it's like chaturanga. You drop your shoulders down, your chin looks up, your shoulders drop to your hips. You're using your back muscles to push away on 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're standing up, your arm to the side, your arm to an extended mountain, and mountain. Put both hands on the wall. Now you're going to shift all your weight into your right leg. You're going to take your right hand to the ceiling and your left knee is bent. When you're ready, you're going to lower down your right hand. You're going to grab your left foot without bending over, and you're going to bend your right knee. You're going to put all your weight in your right thigh as your left hand goes to the ceiling. And then your right hand will go to the ceiling as all your weight is in your right thigh. Bring your hand to your heart, you exhale. And then go ahead, both hands back on the wall, both feet back on the ground. Another set of push-ups. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and one more. And then stand upright, arm to your side, feet are hip width apart. Feel how your shoulders are rolling back. We're just really strengthening up the side of your torso that you can just naturally stand up tall. It's just a natural thing. It's no effort as we keep working with these muscles and doing what they're designed to do, and that is to keep you upright. Bring your arm to the ceiling, extended mountain up. Bring your hand to your heart, you exhale. One more time, inhale all the way back up. Keep your throat open and breathe the air in and up. Wiggle your fingers. Hand to your heart. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.